Whatnot is the sponsor of today's video. Thank you for your support.
Hello everybody, Silverpicker here, and in today's video I'm going to continue answering the age-old question of how much are my old coins worth? And I say continuing because I actually made a part 1 of this video where I go over all the basics. You can check that video out in the card over here or linked in the description box below. And this is going to be a continuation with 3 more ways that you can figure out what your old coins are worth. Oh, and before we jump into that first valuation method, I do want to just invite you to check out my newly improved website, thesilverpicker.com. Yes, thesilverpicker.com. And sign up for my weekly newsletter right on the homepage. Just put your email address in, sign up for the newsletter, and every week I'm going to be sending out an incredible newsletter chock full of the latest numismatic news and all sorts of tips and tricks to get you on your way to being in the business of buying and selling coins for a profit, or just enjoying the hobby of numismatics. So let's dive right into our first valuation method, which is to use the historical data on Heritage Auctions website, or ha.com, which I always seem to read as ha.com. But anyway, Heritage Auctions is a world-renowned auction house that sells all sorts of different types of antiquities and collectibles, but they are really, really well known for their coins and currency. Now, they do have some low-end items, but they're really famous for their high-ticket, high-value coins and currency. Now, I actually recommend using this valuation method in conjunction with the eBay sold listings valuation method, which I covered in part 1 of this video, which again, you can see in the card over here. But essentially what I like to do is first check it out on eBay, and if I can't find the item on eBay, it probably means that it's really rare and hasn't been sold that often. So then I come over to the Heritage Auctions website and start looking there. Again, like with eBay sold listings, I am only interested in what actual human beings actually paid. Not what they're selling it for, but what they actually sold for. So to get started with this method, we're going to click on All Sold. Then you click on Coins, and you scroll down, you can see there's all sorts of different types of filters here. And if, let's say, I'm looking up a silver dollar, I can click on Silver Dollar and sort through the different options. Or I can simply go to the search bar and type in, say, 1921 piece dollar. And then I can sort and look through it, peruse it, and find something that matches my coin in year, mint mark, and most important, in condition. And that will give me a really good comp in price so I can see what my coin is likely to sell for. The second valuation method is also really, really good for looking up coins that don't sell all that often, and that is worthpoint.com. Now, years and years and years ago, WorthPoint sponsored a video on my channel in exchange for a lifetime membership to WorthPoint. And man, oh man, was that a good deal, because it turns out I love WorthPoint, and while this is not sponsored by WorthPoint at all, I use it all the freaking time. Basically, what's the point of it, right? You can find eBay sold listings, you've got Heritage Auction sold listings. Well, with eBay sold listings only holds data on their site for 90 days. So what happens if there's a coin that sells very infrequently? Well, on eBay, you're not going to have any data. WorthPoint collects all that data, and they have well over a decade, literally well over a decade of eBay sold listings, plus all sorts of other auction house listings. So you'll be able to find things that are exceedingly rare that sell literally only maybe once in a decade. Now, I love WorthPoint, but it is important to note that it is a paid service. Now, if you're going to be doing a lot of looking up coins, meaning you're going to be in the business or side hustle of buying and selling coins like I am, or you have a big collection that you want to go through, well, it might be worth getting a subscription because it really, really is incredible. And it has tons and tons of other cool features, which I'll get to in another video, especially if WorthPoint decides to sponsor me again. WorthPoint, if you're watching, hit me up. Oh, and if it wasn't obvious, you simply just search for your coin on the site and you get a list of all the different sold listings from across many, many years. And of course, on the topic of sponsors, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is an incredible live video auction platform in which bidders and sellers come together in real time to buy and sell all sorts of really cool collectibles. Obviously, I'm mostly into the coins and precious metals and currency on the site, but they also have everything else you could imagine. There are trading cards, sports cards, comic books, video games, even sneakers. Basically, if you collect it, they have it. And if you use my link, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker to download the app, not only do you get access to the incredible platform for free, but you also get $15 in Whatnot credit absolutely free. And guess what? At all of my auctions, I always have tons of silver coins in my Buy It Now for $15 or less, which means if you come to my auction and you use my link to download the app, you are all but guaranteed to get free silver. Yes, Download the app, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker, and get your 15 bucks worth of free silver, and don't sleep on it because this deal will not last forever. But let's move on to our final valuation method for today, which is, of course, the famous, or in some cases infamous, gray sheet. Now, I say infamous for a very specific reason. There's nothing bad about it, but the Gray Sheet, which was started in 1963, was a monthly publication sold specifically to coin dealers that gave the values of different coins so they would know what to pay when they would buy coins to resell. The reason why it was sort of seen as a little infamous back in the day was because it created a real imbalance in power, an imbalance in knowledge and information, where the dealer had all the information about every coin out there and the collector didn't. But today, with the advent of the internet and all these other valuation methods, the balance of power has definitely evened out quite a bit. But the Gray Sheet is still a really, really cool tool to be used both for dealers, and now it's also available for collectors. If you go on their website, you will see that they have a subscription. Again, this is also a paid subscription version, but you will see that there is also a collector's version. Now, full disclosure, I have never actually subscribed to the Gray Sheet. I've used the Gray Sheet before because I have dealer friends that sometimes I can ask specifically, hey, what's the Gray Sheet on this 1921 high relief peace dollar, right? And I can ask them that question and they'll give me the information. So I have used the Gray Sheets in my business before, but I've personally never been a subscriber. But I am interested in learning more about it because as I've perused their website, while I can't see any of the pricing data because you have to pay for that, there's tons and tons of other really, really valuable statistical information about coins, which you guys, as people who are new to the business of buying and selling coins or who are budding collectors and numismatists, should definitely check out. And if any of you do subscribe to Gray Sheet, whether in the past or if you decide to try it out because of this video, let me know what you think in the comments below because I'm definitely curious and I would love to see what you guys think. Now, I know there's also a good percentage of you who found this video because you're not a coin collector, you're not interested in being in the business of buying and selling coins for a profit, but you inherited a coin collection or you found an unusual coin in your pocket change and you're wondering whether or not it's worth some money. If you are one of those people, you are more than welcome to message me on Instagram at @thesilverpicker with a picture of the coin, and I'm more than happy to tell you what the coin is worth. However, as a warning, like I said in the previous version of this video, if you show that you have done exactly zero research on your own and have put in no work, I'm not going to do all the work for you. You gotta do the legwork yourself. And then, if you still can't figure it out and it's clear that you have tried, then I am more than happy to help you with my expertise and tell you what the coin's worth and whether or not you should get it graded or whether you should sell it at auction or any other myriad strategies and tactics for making money off of your valuable coin. Anyway, I've really enjoyed making this video, and this has been 3 more ways that you can value your coins and get a better sense of what you have. And there's plenty other ways too, so if you like this video, let me know in the comments below and tell me that you want to see more ways to come up with the values for your coins. And I really did enjoy it. If you like videos like this, I make them every single week about coin collecting, precious metals investing, personal finance, and much more, so you best hit that big old red subscribe button. While you're down there, you know what to do. I'm a YouTuber, I gotta ask, hit the like button. It takes you a second, but it really, really means the world to me. Anyway, I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silverpicker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. If you're not yet a patron, join the Patreon, the links are below, and you'll get access to my private Discord group in which all sorts of collectors come together to talk shop, talk coins, and just have a good time.